Ryan Garcia is dead wrong for making an accusation about about Devin Haney's, I believe it's Devin Haney's stepfather, or the son of Devin Haney's, godfather, the former undisputed 147-pound champion, Super Judah, Zab Super Judah, who caught a stray like a champ because of what's going on with those positive tests. And I have to tell you, man, people looking for a reason for me to criticize Ryan. Yeah, well, you got your chance, because here it goes. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, Ryan Garcia done put his foot in his mouth now. Got to tell you the truth about this one, because he's out there swinging at the wind. And this one, I really do believe he did a disservice in the midst, though, of defending him against something that he feels was a disservice. And that is related to the contaminated supplements that Ryan Garcia claims caused his positive test for Ostarine. He, on a live stream last night, I got in there really, really late, so I missed the conversation, but I was told what was said afterwards, and I definitely saw Zab Judah's reaction, was that they said, hey, man, Zab Judah, oh no, not you, Zab, as if Zab Judah had something to do with those contaminated supplements. And just like when Devin Haney bots go out there reaching and making assumptions, I'll tell you, man, it's not safe. I'll say the situation to them. I'll say the same thing to Ryan. Look, man, assumptions make ASSs of you and me, which is why you should not do them. Especially when you're speculating, you shouldn't do it. I mean, it's okay to sit in your own head and make and wonder how all of these different pieces could possibly work together, because there's a lot of different scenarios where you have the players that are involved and what could have happened, and this guy could have done this and that guy could have done that. But you got to do that within your own head and make sure that you don't jump out there making these really big assumptions, which is what Ryan did, and I think was very unfair to Zab Judah. Now, before I get into the details, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It makes a big difference. So what did Ryan say? Got to give you a little bit of a background information and tell you why Ryan said what Ryan said. And then we'll talk about it, and I'm going to tell you why I'm telling you he shouldn't have said it. And it is one of the things that is causing Ryan, at least in the streets, these YouTube streets, is causing him his problems. Got to close your mouth. Just close your mouth about that, because you're already done. But anyway, here you go. So Bill Haney and Ryan Garcia have a conversation on Mill City Boxing. Shout out to Mill City Boxing. Mill City Boxing, or I believe his name is George from Mill City Boxing. Mill City has both Ryan and Bill on the show. And Bill starts pressing Ryan about his supplements. Ryan talks about this guy named Scooter. Scooter is the one that gave him the supplements. And Ryan was telling the truth, because Scooter was on tape on the same show 2 months ago saying that he gave him the supplements and knew the name, actually gave the name of the supplement that wound up being positive. So, or contaminated or whatever. So people start making assumptions. Now, I'm not saying it started with Ryan because it was on my channel. People will ask me, whoa, hold on. Zab this guy, Scooter, you worked with Victor Conti, and he also worked with Zab, and both those guys are on Devin's team. So if Scooter's the one that gave the contaminated supplements to Ryan, that means that Zab knew when he was knew knew what was going on, that Zab could have worked with Victor Conti to get that particular guy to give him some tainted supplements. Right? Now, there's a problem with that. And this is what I said on my live stream, and I maintain anytime somebody tries to trip me up with Ryan and the New York State Athletic Commission and how, because Ryan pled to a different, he came to an agreement about a specific charge, that means that he really got convicted for a different one. No, that's an assumption. And you shouldn't fill in those gaps like that. Or I'm not going to fill in the gaps like that because I just don't know. All I'm going to go is off what I know. So Ryan repeats that and he says, oh, what? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that Scooter had worked with Victor Conti and that Scooter also had worked with Zab Judah in the past. And so Zab is clearly on Devin's team and Victor's on his team, and I had a guy that was on my, oh no, Zab, say it ain't so. Did you do this? Did you? Now look, that is in your mind is a reasonable thing to think in your mind. But for you to say it, you shouldn't say it because you don't know that. What you do know is, and this was where Ryan was in a good place. Ryan was in a good place, at least with me, when he said what he knew. He said, I know Scooter gave me supplements. And I don't know what the name of the supplements were. I can't tell you which ones he gave me because he didn't tell me. My lawyers talked to him and my lawyers got a list of supplements from him. And he then sent that directly to VADA, or not to VADA, to whoever tested it, the person I paid to test the supplements. And it came up that these were the ones. And I'm not blaming Scooter. I'm not saying he did anything. I don't know. I'm just telling you what the facts are. Seeing as Scooter himself has spoken out and said that he gave him NutraBio, that Scooter gave Ryan NutraBio, you were clean. That's a clean argument. That's a clean statement. No problems. But when you start jumping over into Zab Judah, like Zab, just because Zab knows somebody, shoot, Zab has been in boxing forever. Zab Judah been in boxing a long time. Zab Judah's been around boxing a long time. He's been around Vegas a long time. So the fact that he may have worked with a guy before, or he knows another guy, I mean, there's probably not a lot of people at the upper echelons that he hasn't met or taken a picture with. You can't put that on Zab Judah. Right now, is it something where you could just, is it plausible or is it possible? Sure, it's possible. Yes, I mean, it's plausible. It could happen. But before you say stuff like that and you put this man's name and you put this man's stuff all out there like that, you got to get, to be fair, you got to get to a certain amount of credibility to it. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't think you can. And even doing it doesn't do any good because you've already got the punishment. You've already said, yeah, I took supplements that I wasn't notified, that I didn't notify him of. I think the best thing that Ryan could do, honestly, is pay attention to his lawyers and actually read the documents and know what you pled to. Because when he talked to Bill, it didn't seem to me that he really knew what he pled to. Because Bill said you cheated and you pled guilty. And he said, yeah, I pled guilty because of this. But Bill is making a connection saying that he admitted he cheated. But he didn't admit he cheated. He admitted that he didn't inform them of the supplements. And Ryan could have had a much better answer and much more better defense for himself in that conversation than what he had, which was very, very good because he just told the truth. But I'm telling you, man, I am not a big fan of just throwing people under the bus because it could possibly be. Some theory could possibly be. That's what they're doing to Ryan himself with a lot of, he had, the easiest example is, again, about what he pled to. with the New York State Athletic Commission, or what his settlement agreement was. His settlement agreement was that he did not admit to cheating. And he's maintained that he didn't cheat. But you had a lot of people coming to me saying, oh, especially Devin Haney fans, oh, that means he really cheated. Or making the assumption that because it was in his system, that means he definitely knew he cheated. That's an assumption that very well may not be true and doesn't even appear to be true. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.